3-0 home defeat to Notts County today. What did you make of your team's performance and the ultimate outcome?
Just really disappointing, to be honest. Didn't really start the game. Couldn't do the basics, couldn't pass the ball to each other. So, disappointing first half performance, to be honest. Lads couldn't pass the ball 5 yards, give the ball away, loose with possession, loose with our passes, and we got punished. You could say after 16, whatever minutes it was, they've got a corner and they've scored an unbelievable goal from their point of view. Goal of the season, Abbott smashed one in. Lads are going on about there's a block and we couldn't get out, but we spoke about the shots from the edge of the box. It might have been just inside the box, but and then you've got it. The lads finished it well, but just disappointing.
You talked about all the positive things you've been able to take from the last few games in the build-up. How difficult is it when you don't see those things? When, as you say, a quarter of an hour or whatever it was, you're 1-0 down.
But it is. It's very difficult, isn't it? Because you'd expect the lads to just keep the momentum that we had. Take the game away from last week. I know the build-up and everything else, and we got the pats on the back that we deserved. But this was more important. And I couldn't emphasise it enough in terms of, starting on the front foot, being aggressive, being good with the ball. And we didn't show that. We didn't show that. And the first goal goes in. And then, it's disappointing then because we touched on McGoldrick and what he brings and the quality that he has with that team. And we tried to, well, we didn't try. We showed what he is in terms of shots from the edge of the box. We sort of got a couple of blocks in on that. But then he goes and taps one in on the for the second goal. Builds up down our right-hand side. Their right-hand side, our left, and then we don't stop the cross, and then we don't deal with the ball in the box, and McGoldrick's there to tap it in.
You've talked about the first 2 goals. The third one comes from a corner. To concede from 2 corners, how disappointing is that from a coaching perspective? Very
disappointing, because that's what you work on. Jed Brannan works on a load of corners. When we get the pats on the back as a team when they come off, and when they don't come off, you've got to hold your hand up and say you've got to be better. But they're individual battles, Dan, that you have to win. The ball comes in, I think it's Bedu on the back post. So, Tyler's marking him. So we get out jumped for an. You can get out jumped first, second, third phase, but you've got to deal with it at some point because the ball can't end up in the back of your net. But there was 3 individual challenges that's happened, and the ball's ended up in the back of the net where it's happened off McGoldrick.
You made 3 half-time changes. Could you have made more after that first half?
I could have made more, Dan, yeah. I could have made more. But at the end of the day, I've made 3 and then I've made another subs as well. So it's because we were better in the second half in terms of passing the ball, being able to complete a few passes to each other. And then another day when Sean doesn't slip or Tyler doesn't slip, someone was saying it might have been a penalty, I don't know. But we need to be better. We've got to be better with the ball and on the ball. We've got to be better seeing when the ball comes to you. The lads know the patterns of play that we've worked on about 1,000,000 times, and it's great when it comes off. And when it doesn't come off, or someone doesn't know what his exit route or taking the ball away from pressure, it's difficult then.
Those changes, obviously 2 of them were wide players. Is it as simple as you kind of go from attack-minded wing-backs to full-backs who are more used to defending in that second half?
Well, no, because even though you're playing your same full-backs who are used to defending, you're playing the full-backs higher up the pitch. So Jake got up the pitch, he was better with the ball as well. Connor got up the pitch, but we want more out of them. Now, it's a little bit more demanding for us because they're only coming back and it's the first minutes into the legs and stuff. Connor's been obviously out and Jake's been out quite a while with his injury. So you could see that as well within their game, but they showed a little bit more quality. Jake on the other side showed more quality, getting on the ball and passing it. Even basic things from throw-ins where you're throwing the ball inside and then a switch of play. We do that for fun in training. And we only done it in the second half when Jake ends up getting on the ball. So frustrating.
You got Charlie Kenton on the pitch. He was kind of your first choice of forward change. What did you make of 45 minutes of him?
Yeah, I just thought he was just obviously getting used to the EFL, the standards, the pace, whatever you want to say. But he thought he gave a good account of himself. Won a couple of headers. I think he's had a shot, which he was unlucky, got a deflection, got on for the corner. So there's more to come from Charlie.
You didn't have Zako in your squad at all today. What's the situation?
Well, it's disappointing, to be honest, because from our point of view, Zach's had an injury, so he's had to go back to Southampton. And he's a massive miss for us. Donald's gone in there, so we've had to rejig things around. Donald's playing left-sided centre-back. So that's it's a bad one for us.
You said it's a bad one for you. How serious is that injury? What's
the
problem?
Well, it's a serious one. With I think it's ruptured his Achilles tendon.
So is that season ending?
More, yes. That'll be him done now. So obviously we'll have to address that, which we'll do now. It's been ongoing since he's had his injury.
And we spoke the other day about the transfer window expecting to be busy. I guess that probably only emphasises the need to make some additions. Do you expect it to be a different personnel, more options in your squad for Crewe next week?
Yeah, more options it will be, definitely. Yeah.